I see is the Sackett's Congressman, Congressman Raul Labrador. Congressman, great to have you with us. I have to say at the outset, you could have knocked me over with a feather last night when the Sackett said to me, as I asked them, well, have you talked to your congressman? And they didn't even know who their congressman was. They didn't know who their senator was. They had talked with neither you nor any of the government of the state's delegation.
You know, Lou, it's great to be on your show, and it's too bad that they hadn't contacted our office. As you know, I'm a new congressman. I've only been in office for 8 months, but this case has been going on for quite a long time. Right. You know, it would have been great if they would have contacted one of the congressional offices. We get contacted on these issues all the time, and we try to take some action. All
right. You're contacted. You know about it now. Are you going to kick the EPA's tail?
Well, we have been going after the EPA in Congress. In the House of Representatives, we're going after their funding. We're going after their methodology. And this is just one more example of the EPA doing things that they shouldn't be doing. This is why we had a revolution in the United States a long, long time ago. It was the administration saying that they can have no power, they can have all power, and it can go unchecked. We're supposed to have due process in the United States. And it's amazing to me that the EPA thinks that they can go ahead and do something like this, and that the courts are saying that there's no way that the Sacketts can actually have any kind of due process in the courts. So I'm really grateful to their attorney that they're actually in the Supreme Court right now.
Yeah, no question about it. And I am grateful that this Supreme Court is hearing a case like that of the Sacketts, because this is so, as you suggest, Congressman, this is so fundamental. It is such a denial of due process that it is glaringly obvious to all but the most obtuse judge in the country. That said, and I said, talking about kicking the EPA's tail, I mean, that's how everyone feels when they learn the facts of this case. The Sacketts, in this instance, they have not been, no one from the EPA's even had the courtesy to come talk to them person to person and try to resolve this thing. This is a government that has an attitude that the citizen is an ignorant, irrelevant part of society that they have to bother with from time to time. That attitude has got to be rooted out of this government, and the sooner the better, right?
Absolutely, and it's one of the saddest things that I've learned since being in Washington, D.C., that the federal government has absolutely no desire to listen to the average people. They don't want to talk to the people that are being affected by this. I just had a hearing in Washington this week, and the witness for the Democrats in this hearing, we were looking at regulations. We're looking at regulations in general. I serve on the Oversight and Government Reform Committee. Right. I asked a simple question. Do you know of one single regulation that you think is wrong or should be repealed? And this witness for the Democrats said he cannot think of a single regulation in all of the regulatory books that he thinks should be repealed. And that's the mindset that you have in Washington, D.C., that all regulations are good, that no regulations actually get in the way of business, of individuals, of property rights. And this is the perfect example with the Sacketts of what the government is doing to the American people.
You sit on that very important and powerful committee. You are a U.S. congressman. Do you think that anyone in the EPA will have the courtesy and the respect and sense of duty to respond to you as you proceed in behalf of the Sacketts?
You know, I hope that they do. I invite the Sacketts to actually contact our office, because, as you know, we can't do anything unless they contact our office. I hope they can contact our office. This is now in litigation, and we cannot interfere with the litigation, but we can ask the federal government to give us some answers on what's going on in this case.
All right. Well, Congressman, we appreciate you taking up the cause, and we are going to make certain that the Sacketts are aware throughout of what you can do for them, and urge them to avail themselves of the services of your office. We appreciate you taking the time to be with us here. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much.
Congressman Raul Labrador. And up next, the liberal media's fascination